I'm in the book of 3rd John. This is a letter written to Gaius, encouraging him and lifting him up for how he was generous. An elder unto the well-beloved Gaius, whom I love in the truth. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. For I rejoiced greatly when the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. So John is happy that the believers under him are walking in the truth. Beloved, thou didst faithfully whatsoever thou doest to the brethren and to strangers, which have borne witness of thy charity before the church, whom if thou bring forward on their journey after a godly sort, thou shalt do well, because that for his name's sake they went forth taking nothing of the Gentiles. We therefore ought to receive such that we might be fellow helpers to the truth. Okay, so he took in people that was doing the work of the Lord, missionaries and all that. But these people wasn't asking for anything from people that didn't believe. They wouldn't even ask for people that did believe, because they don't want the people to think that they're going around selling the gospel and salvation. They're laboring for free. And of course, the Lord met their needs and provided for them through people as Gaius, opening up his heart to help them. I wrote into the church, but Diotrephes, who loves to have the preeminence among them, received us not. So John wrote to a church, but a man denied and didn't respond to it because he liked having the rule over the church, I guess. Wherefore, if I come, I'll remember his deeds which he hath doth, prating against us with malicious words, and not content therewith, neither doth he himself receive the brethren, and forbiddeth them that would, and casteth them out of the church. Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doth good is of God, and he that doth evil hath not seen God. Demetrius hath good report of all men, and of truth itself. Yea, we also bear record, and we know that our record is true. Okay, so basically he's talking about this man, Diotrephes, throwing people out of the church that wants to do good. So it's more of a heresy going on in this church, and people that do good is of God, and who does evil hath not seen God. And that's basically, it could be true, it could just be a figure of speech. It says, he had many more things to write to him, but he'll be there to speak to him face to face. And that's 3rd John. And when I think about it, in 1st John, when he talks about if you sin, you're of the devil, I think it's more of a figure of speech, more symbolic, more of telling them and encourage them and to put fear in them and just, say, hey, live right, man, because if you're of God, you're going to live right. If you're not, then you're of the devil, just like the world's of the devil. If you catch my drift, that just kind of hit me, because, if we're of God, we're going to try to sin not. We're going to try. Not saying we're going to accomplish all of it, but we're going to try. We're going to put an effort into it. And, but, that's the main thing. I think if you're trying, that's the difference. If you're not trying, you're like, who cares? I'm going to do whatever. God will forgive me. Yeah, that's scary words. I think if you're honestly trying to be close to God and you're trying to abstain from sin, that's the main thing. Because if you sin, you're of the devil. So that's, like I say, I think it's more of for me, it's a figure of speech. Everybody's going to sin. Everybody. There's people so holy and righteous in church and all this, preaching that, but they look down on people that don't agree with them. They look down on this and that, and it's a scary thing. We all sin and we don't even know it. But that is 3rd John.